Hi, so we're going to do a long division mini lesson that involves decimals. So in life, sometimes we have remainders. So let's say you have a team, you're splitting a group into teams for gym, and you have 5 people. You might split it into 2 groups of 2 and have 1 remainder. And we have 1 remainder because we can't split that human into smaller sections. But something like a pizza, or let's say chocolate bars, let's say you have 2 pizzas and 3 people sharing those 2 pizzas. We're not going to just say, oh, I guess no one gets a pizza. We're going to split these pizzas into smaller sections, and a section of something can be represented by a decimal. So I might go, okay, let's cut these in half, and then each person gets a half. And then we're going to cut this half into 3, which means each person gets a half and a 1/6. Sorry about the really confusing arrows. So it's important that we know how to long divide using both remainders and decimals. So a review of our new long division technique. Let's go 243 divided by 3, so shared by 3 people. I might go, okay, 243 shared by 3 people. What can I safely give each person? I'm going to give each person 50, which means I use 150, and there are 93 left. I can give each person 30. I use 90, and there are 3 left. And then I can give each person 1, which means there are 0 left. And so I've given each person 81, whatever it is, jelly beans or whatever. So when it doesn't work out so well, let's say it was 244 shared by 3 people. You'll start out the same thing in the same way. So you might give each person 50. Now you have 94 left. Give each person 30. Now you have 4 left. Now you've given each person 1. You've used 3 and you have 1 left over. So at a certain level of math, you would just say 81 remainder 1. However, if that was a chocolate bar, you're not going to just leave that chocolate bar on the table. Well, maybe you will because you just ate 81 chocolate bars. But assuming you are still hungry, you're not going to leave it there. You're going to split it further. So I'm just going to redo what we did. So we'll give each person, I'll just do it a little bit different this time. So come up with the same answer. So we have, let's say we give each person 60. That means we used 180, and there are 64 left. Then I can give each person the 20, which means I've used 60, and there are 4 left. I'm going to give each person 1, use 3, and there are 1 left. So now I have to think, there's 1 of whatever we're talking about, chocolate bars. This is 1 chocolate bar. Now there are 3 people splitting this chocolate bar. What decimal can I safely give each person without going over the 1? This is a bit of a tricky beginner because 1 split into 3 gives us a very strange number, and that is 0.33. And so if I had 0.33, which is a third, and I gave each of my 3 people 0.33 of that, that means I used 1 chocolate bar, and now there are 0 left over. And I do the same thing. I add these up. So 60 plus 20 plus 1 is 81.33.